It covered me with magic power. It covered me in power. Alright, now. Alright, tomorrow. Alright, now, tomorrow I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for Skull Servants. I'm still kind of looking around for ideas. Yeah, I think I should play them with Eldritch and, Zombie World. I think I should play them with Eldritch. I don't know if I'm gonna go for Zombie World, though. I don't know if I'll go for Zombie World, but, Balzarock is, a cool boss monster. Alright, yeah. And we can dump it off over. Alright, now. Wait, it doesn't really specifically need Zombie World, does it? Wait, does Boulder Rocket really specifically need Zombie World? Oh, wait, it works on, the opponent zombies, doesn't it? Right, it changed the opponent zombie effects. Alright, now, let's start with Final... Alright, now, without further ado, let's do some Final Fantasy again. Whoa, whoops. Oops, I kind of screwed that up. Alright, now, we gotta be careful of the hedgehogs. We can't, let them, counterattack us with needles. Alright, I kind of want to grind up. Alright, now, I promise I won't do too much grinding right now. Just trying to recoup my losses from, the end. Alright, I made sure to, equip Yang with some armor as well. I kind of forgot to do that last time. Alright, now. Now, Edward's attack is a little too weak to, beat over the hedgehog, so... And we gotta be careful not to get counterattacked by needles, since that's a pretty powerful attack. And the Gatlingers will do it. Apparently the Gatlinger is named after Gatling guns. I mean, I guess, getting quilled by a porcupine is, the same. I guess, hedgehog quills are kind of the same thing as, getting hit by Gatling guns. Yeah, look at all that experience. By the way, Iridia knows Bio now. Yeah, the reason I'm not using it is it's kind of a little expensive, yeah. Yeah, the reason I'm not using Bio right now is because it's kind of expensive. Yeah, it kind of costs like 20 MP. Yeah, but it's very, very powerful. Very powerful, but, I could probably just take these guys out with, using Yang's kick. No, I kind of wanted to show it off a little. Just wanted to show it off real quick. Alright, now. Alright, now, I still have got to build, my Eldritch, Zombie World deck. And I've seen, some lists, not even running that, one fusion trap that, I was kind of, on the fence about. Oh yeah, I do have some Enneacraft, Ultra Rares, and I'm kind of considering maybe breaking them down. I could do that. I mean, I would do that, but, I'm not sure if I want to. Besides, if I could find a way to, if I could, use Wake-Ups to probably cheat out the whale, I could probably use it, I could probably use it in Mimighoul. The problem is that, whale kind of, requires me to, set my own stuff face down, and, I don't want to do that, Mimighouls. I don't want to set my own stuff down face down in Mimighouls. Not unless you're not a Mimighoul. Yeah, kind of waiting for Treasure Panther to come out in Mimighoul. In Master Duel, because it's not out yet. It'll probably come out when we get the pumpkin stuff, maybe. It might happen sooner than I think. Oh yeah, by the way, I did get the Catastrophe, little buddy. Yeah, I hadn't gotten that yet. Yeah, I made sure to get that. Alright, maybe, alright, I need to get some people together, to play Master Duel with. Let's see, yeah, shit, it's probably just gonna be me playing with a few friends. I'm not sure. Alright, now. Oh wait, I should probably kick them because, kick is free. And, Iridia is a little bit slower than Mr. Yang. So Yang should be able to do a bunch of should be able to take these gobbles out. Alright, yeah. Yeah, we do wanna use it, Iridia's, MP a little bit sparingly. Any opportunity, help Iridia, use less MP is, very good. Right now. Can I take these guys out in one kick? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Alright, kick them. Alright, that did not work as well as I thought it would. Oh well, took out one of them. I probably should have just punched him. I just should have punched him with Yang. You know, I made sure to buy all 3 of the elemental claws. Alright, now, to be fair, I'm not really sure which ones, you know, are gonna be effective. And which ones are just gonna heal the enemy. This one, I think, you know, Yang's kick will be good enough to, you know, kick them. I will say, you get Yang for quite a while in, you know, Final Fantasy IV from what I remember. You know, about the DS version. Yeah, it kind of sucks that he leaves the party, though. Yeah, he was pretty good, yeah. Now, the one thing about the DS version that I did like was, you know, the ability to get, bonus skills to your characters. Which was, you know, super good. However, that, you know, version of the game is absolutely, you know, harder than, you know, the other versions of the game. And Zero Miss is like damn near one of the hardest bosses in the entire game. And he has a move that basically does max damage. So I kind of really struggled to, you know, beat him when I got to him. I don't know. Alright, now. Granted, you know, I had an easy time with Mom Bomb, you know, when I fought her in this game. And if Edemon's here, he's probably gonna be like, you know, war criminal, you murdered, you know, a single mom. Now, Mom Bomb was part of an invasion forced by the enemy, yeah. Alright, now, they were an invasion forced by, you know, an enemy. Alright, now, kick him in the teeth. Come on, Yang, kick him in the teeth. Yeah, that'll take care of all the goblos. Actually, I'm pretty sure, you know, those aren't goblins, they're more like, you know, brownies. Yeah, that's pretty much what the Dormovoy are. Yeah, they're more closer to brownies. I don't know what the game right now. Yeah, I guess they're more closer to Bogarts and, you know, what was it, Kingdoms of Amalur? Yeah. That one was very obsessed with Faye. That game, you know, was very obsessed with Faye. Alright, use Chocobo Kick. As well as, you know, already a single target right now. Alright now. Alright now. Alright now. I still need to figure out what to do for, you know, feet. And I kind of, you know, and I also, you know, I made sure to, you know, get some, oh yeah, I actually, you know, made sure to get some, alright now, wait, wait, what was it called again? And I made sure to, you know, get some Unchained cards for, you know, Labyrinth and Fiendsmith. Yeah, I'm just gonna run, you know, Fiend Slop. Yeah, we love that slop. You know, eat the slop. You know, it's what all the companies want us to do. Eat the slop. Alright, I enjoy slop, you know, get excited for next slop. Which is pretty much how Money, you know, operates their card game. Not even gonna lie. You know, release Bennett with a whole bunch of broken cards that, you know, are more broken than the next, and, you know, and then, you know, hit them on the ban list, and then, you know, move on to the next one. Yeah, sometimes the cards aren't even a problem, and we're just gonna ban them because, you know, we want to push more product. Yeah, I remember that happened in one of the Salamangreat cards. Remember what happened? You remember what happened, you know, with the Salamangreat cards? Yeah, pretty sure the reason why they finally started, you know, hitting Max C was because they were coming out with Malcharmies and they wanted people to get Malcharmies. I mean, Malcharmies are basically, you know, more fair and balanced than, you know, Max C. As we all know, Max C is definitely, you know, 100% the most fair and balanced card in the entire game. Alright, now. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans are a bit like, you know, Kirby fans a little bit. Yeah, they're scared of insects. Alright now. You know, funny enough, someone when I was talking about, you know, insect cards, someone when I was talking about, you know, Guard Dog, you know, that one flip monster? Oh wait, or was it El Shadalwinda? I think it might have been El Shadalwinda instead, I'm sorry. Yeah, someone on Twitter, you know, brought up, you know, this card called Scary Moth, which, you know, is an insect. And, that card seems like a ticking time bomb. I'm waiting for something to exploit it, and then, it gets banned. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, now. Yeah, but insects are pretty far from that. Alright, but that might be a that might be a while. No, Edward's getting really tore apart by, this back attack. Not gonna lie. Yeah, how does Edward have less HP than Rydia? I mean, Rydia's like a literal child, man. I mean, Rydia's like a literal child who, who's running around with her Pokemons. I mean, summoners, Pokemon trainers, they're basically the same thing, right? I mean, I might start making, people, I might start making, making, filling, people in the lore, summon tulpas of their own, in combat. Alright, now. Alright, now. Alright, now, I might as well start doing that in the lore. Alright, now, Rydia's close to leveling up, yay. How's Yang? Now, we want Yang and Rydia to level up a little bit. And I want Yang especially to level up. He started off at, like, level 10, so I have to level him up just a little bit. Yeah, I have to level him up just a little bit. I actually really like Soul Servant. Of course, Soul Servant is alright now. Funny enough, one time when I was playing, my original Soul Servant deck, I actually ran into a Spite player that, summoned that Ninja's Mosquito dude. And, he put a hallucination counter on, King of the Skull Servant to try and negate its effects. And then he, tried to ram into it to, try and, beat me for game. Unfortunately, the attack gain on King of the Skull Servants is, part of the effect. Basically, he crashed into a zero-attack monster, but, something he was trying to swing for the game. Or, whoever it was, I don't know. Could have been anyone, really. I'm kind of, doing the crime of assuming gender, I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. I should refer to them as they, Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, Annabeth, thank you for being here. Alright, now. Alright, now, Annabeth, alright, now. Alright, now, I'm gonna alright, now. Alright, now, alright, now. Now, Annabeth, let's see. You're running, alright, now. And I'm not super familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm not sure really how to improve your deck, but, I did see people, running Ragnarika and, Sunfine, Sun Avalon cards and, with their Rumage. And, Sun Avalon, does have life point gain effects, too. I thought that might, help your deck, yeah. Alright, now. I mean, that one tree card. Alright, now. Oh, I probably use kick. Alright, yeah, have Young use kick to, clear out all these goblins. They're weak enough where he can beat them. They're weak enough to where he can beat over him with kick. Kick, that's not a web, that's... I might, Alright, one day, if something happens, one day I might, move over to kick. Yeah, but then again, isn't kick down for more, IRL streaming? Yeah, I don't think I would like to do, IRL streaming or show my face now. Yeah, remember some, people still unironically think VTubers should show their face? I was just like, no, that's not the point. Besides, when you use an avatar like mine, you can literally be whatever the heck you want to be. I mean, if you want your character to be, just you could do that if you want to. Or if you want to be, whatever magical thing you can think of, you can do it. Well, you could be anything from a bomb to, a sun-eating snake goddess or whatever. Yeah. And of course, I'm talking about Vexora. She's pretty cool, yeah. She's pretty cool, yeah. Alright, now. Yeah, that's kind of sad seeing all the VTuber court. Alright, now. Yeah, kind of sad what happened to Ninja Sanjay a few years ago. Yeah, but we don't talk. Pretty sure all the good VTubers, all the VTubers, you know, everybody, you know, wanted to, you know, actually liked over there, you know, left the company long ago. And I think Rosami might have been like the last one that was, you know, good that everybody actually liked. And she's doing, you know, her own stuff now. You know, cool. Alright, by the way, that reminds me, there's this one VTuber known as, alright, I think her name is, like, Nova? Yeah, she uses Lab, yeah. Yeah, she uses Lab, and, you know, I like that. Yeah, one of my main decks is, you know, Labyrinth with Fiendsmith. And I'm thinking of adding in, you know, Unchained, since I, you know, just got those since I got those. Alright, now, still waiting for the pumpkin stuff to come out. Obviously, I want, you know, Treasure Panda for, you know, Mimigools, because Treasure Panda is very cool. Right now. Right now. So, wake up's alright now. You know, a couple of things that Mimigools can do, you know, is, actually summon lock, you know, the opponent. Yeah, pretty sure, you know, Guard Dog's gonna get banned one day. Pretty sure, you know, Mimigools are gonna get Guard Dog banned. They're probably gonna, you know, ban all the Flipgate Flip monsters because of Mimigool. You know, not gonna lie. Although I'm pretty sure, alright now. Although I'm pretty sure, you know, probably Full and the Virtuous are probably gonna get banned too. It's probably gonna get banned or at least limited. Yeah. Yeah, I actually, alright now. Now, Full and the Virtuous is kinda, you know, I mean, oh no. Alright, these guys counter with Needle. Alright, I forgot about that. Whoops. Oops, I forgot about that. That's okay. That's okay, you know, it's just a high damage move that deals like over 100, over 100 damage if I'm unlucky. No, it's okay. It's okay, Rydia does have a heal spell. Sadly, she doesn't have Kira, or she doesn't have Kira, but you know, she has a heal spell. Alright, sadly, she doesn't have Kira. Alright now, but Rydia doesn't. Alright now. Wait, does Rydia get Kira in this game? I'm not really sure. Oh well, at least... Well, I will say that Edward is kind of dropping off. I will say that Edward's kind of, dropping off a little bit. You know, his heal was cute back in the Antlion Den, you know, when it was actually useful. Yeah. I wish Sing was a little bit more reliable and you could pick whatever, so I wish Sing was a little bit more reliable. Yeah. You know, like the bards in Final Fantasy V, they have, you know, they have some songs that have, you know, some interesting effects. Oh wait, Edward level up, nice. Alright, nice, Edward level up, that'll help his survivability a little bit. Alright, I got distracted with talking, and I haven't, you know, actually... Alright, sorry, I got distracted with talking. Yeah, I am, yeah, alright, now, should I get the... Alright, now, I haven't seen too many lists, you know, using the, Eldritch Fusion Trap. Yeah, that one's like an Ultra, too, on the Master Duel. Ugh. Keep talking. Alright, now, I'm not cute. I'm not cute, that was false information. You're the one... And you're the one who's cute, yeah. Innovan, you're the one who's cute, what are you talking about? I'm not cute, you're cute. Oh All of you are cute, yeah. In fact, bunny rabbits are, much cuter than bats, yeah. Have you guys ever seen it? Have you guys ever seen a cute-looking bat? I don't think so. Alright, Yang's wife, who has no name, yeah. Give her a chance, Cecil. You'll get her back in no time. I have seen you, so yes. What are you talking about? You have not seen me. No, you haven't. I literally look like a Reddit mod, so, I don't think I'm very cute. Sweet Cecil, I heard you smack the hell out of the Fair and Lovely. Sit back, matey, enjoy the ride. Alright, do we get to control the ship while we're out here? I hope we do. I'm looking at you right now, right? No, you're looking at Indamati, yeah. You're looking at Indamati, not me. The person behind the screen looks like a Reddit mod. Alright, don't tell them I said that, yeah. They might write a bad ending for me. They might, write the Optimus Prime ending for me. Now, is something going to happen while we're on the ship? What will we do once we arrive in Baron? We meet with Sayed, Baron's chief airship engineer. He'll help us. Yeah, alright now. I only hope the man you speak of is safe. Edward, what's going on? Are you cold? You're shaking. I'm fine, it's nothing. Oh no, are we about to lose somebody? Is something bad going to happen on the ocean? We're not going to be attacked by sea monsters, are we? Ugh. And some of these RPGs, if you go around and see early in the game and you go to the wrong location, you're going to run into some tough sea monsters that are basically going to kill you. Uh-oh, we're going to be attacked by Kraken. Are we going to be attacked by a Kraken or something? Oh, what the heck is that? What the heck is that? Holy mackerel, what? It's the ruler of the deep. Wait, what is? Oh no, it's Leviathan. Oh no, it's Leviathan. I don't think we're equipped to, handle that. I don't think we're equipped to handle Leviathan. He's, very, 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 very powerful. Oh no, really? Oh no. I hope you have your coral rings. Oh no. Coral rings, but yet we're not even level 30 yet. What do you mean? We don't have coral rings. Oh no, we don't. No, Rydia! Rydia, no! We lost Rydia, no! Gang, no! Edward, no! We saved them. No! I don't want to die to Leviathan, no! Leviathan, leave the no! He's opening up a whirlpool! We're gonna die! We're gonna die! Die, 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 die! Oh no, are we all alone? Are we at the bottom of the sea? Oh! Well, we didn't even get to fight Leviathan. He just, absolutely wrecked us. Where the heck is everybody? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Alright, run. Run. We're by ourselves, we better run. I'm not fighting all those guys. Nope, 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 nope. I am not fighting, cockatrices. They're gonna turn me to stone. And then I'm gonna be very, very mad because, I didn't save. I'm gonna be very, 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 very... No, I'm gonna be very, very, very mad if I get turned to stone as Cecil and Solo. Alright, now, can we equip any of this? Light shield, light helm. Clouds that are resistant to undead. Alright, I don't think we have anyone who can use those yet. Wait, we're in Missia. Isn't this the village of spellcasters that we, that we kind of did war crimes at? Uh-oh. Are we gonna go to hell? Right, is somebody gonna turn me into a frog? Or Dark Knight of Baron? Alright, now, we're not gonna get turned into a frog, are we? Alright, we better be careful. We better be careful before somebody turns us into a frog or something. Alright, now, being toted is probably not good. You're a Dark Knight from before, why have you returned? And you must Cecil, I'm the former commander of the Red Wings. That time I didn't have the courage to go against the King's orders. Words will not bring back our dead. However, I see that you have changed. Perhaps it would not be a waste of my time to hear what you have to say. We are fighting a man named Gulbaz who has somehow risen to power in Baron. However, my companions and I were attacked by Leviathan on our way to rescue a friend from Gulbaz's clutches. Perhaps this is a test and you must prove yourself worthy. However, you have come to rely too much on your dark sword. This will only lead to the darkening of your soul. If you wish to fight with purity, you must head to the Mount Ordeals to the east. There you may find where your fate lies. But my friend's in danger. I can't waste any time here. I see your friends being much to you, but you must not be impatient. You're destined here for a great fate. Transform the dark sword into one of light and, become a paladin. And we have 2 mages that are going to come with us. Alright, twin mages that are going to help us. Oh no, I wish we had ready up. Alright, now, alright now. Alright now. I am Horam and Palom. Alright, these 2 are very cute. Yeah, alright now. Black Mage and White Mage. Ooh, Black Mage and White Mage. Nice. Well, that'll be very helpful. Alright, first I should probably get my new friend some gear. Right now. I should probably get our new friend some gear. Yeah. Hold on. Here. Let's get them some, better stuff. I'm sure that'll be very helpful. And I won't have to babysit them whatsoever. Staff that restores HP can cast heal in battle. First bow, they can use a bow. Right, they can use arrows. Now let's see. Flame run. Have to get how this menu works. Alright, healing staff doesn't heal the enemy when I use it, does it? Yes, heal, right? I better buy some healing items just in case. Now we got... Oh. Fully recover... Oops. I have to go though. I'll buy a few of these. I think I need antidotes. Alright, definitely buy some alcohol. Alright, whoa, that's too much. Definitely buy echo herbs. I should look in the pot. Better be safe and look in the pots, yeah. Better be safe and look in the... Oh, hey, are you a stripper? Uh-oh. Oh no, why is the creepy dance music playing? What the hell's happening? Are you hypnotizing me? No! Well, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Did we die? What the heck? What in the heck? She turned us into pigs! What? She turned us into pigs! She turned us into pigs! She turned us into pigs! Oh no! She turned us into pigs! Alright now, we got scammed! We got scammed! Oh no! We got turned into pigs! We got turned into pigs! We got turned into pigs! No naming way, huh? Alright now. Oh no. Never forgive, never forget, Death the Baron. Alright, that's probably why they turned me into pigs. Oh, they turned... Alright now. The stripper turned me into a pig. The stripper turned me into a pig. Alright, the stripper scammed me and scammed me with a dirty fantasy and turned me into a pig. Alright, that was pretty funny, man. Oh no. Alright now. Alright now. Is that something they did specifically for Cecil? Oh man. Yeah, you were alright now. That's what you get for being a dirty pig. That's what you get for being a dirty pig. That's what you get for being a dirty pig. That's what you get for being a dirty pig. That's what you get for being a dirty pig. Alright now. Perhaps I should turn all the shrimps and, the tractors into pigs. Oh no. Alright now, can we beat this thing? Oh fuck. Yeah, it's kinda killing me right now. Alright, what does Cry do? Let's turn the enemy. Oh no. Alright, the two mages are dying. Now let's see. Let's see how good their healing is. I think I should cast Baby Fire. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to babysit them for a little bit. Alright, they're kind of under-leveled, so we're gonna have to babysit them for a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna need them to be strong so we can take on the first elemental Archfiend, since I'm pretty sure that's coming. Uh-oh. Oh no, there's tiny mages. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Tiny mages, Alright, Cecil, use darkness. Let's use darkness. Oh, thank God it was able to beat them. Alright, thank God it's strong enough to actually beat them now. I should be careful, there's tiny mages. You know, those guys take, like, bugger all from, magic. Well. Alright, is Twin Cast even any good? Oh, they use Pyro. Oh, they still use MP whenever they do that. Alright, we got Pig and we got Life. Nice. Well, alright now. Hi, Mari. Hi, Mari. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you missed earlier. Alright now. You missed earlier. Alright now. Alright, let's use the Twin Cast, because why not? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Good thing they're not using Hold. Alright, go Darkness! Use the powers of Darkness! Alright, I gotta be careful about using the powers of Darkness, because it kind of costs HP to use. Alright, good thing we have a White Mage in our party. Yeah, unfortunately, they're a little under-leveled right now. Oh, nice. Preemptive Strike. Might as well cast Twin Cast. Huh? Weird day. Wasn't it, a lot stronger earlier? Huh. Wait, does the Deathbringer have any special properties to it? Sword may cause instant death. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, that's what happened, okay. Oh no, this is not good. I quickly use Darkness. Quick Twin Cast. Use the Darkness. Alright, Pyro, go. That's Lazara. Yes, please. How are you? When was the first RPG I ever played? Oh, it was. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember playing. I'll be honest. I kind of, I played the DS version of this game. The last version of this game I played was the DS version of the game. Yeah, that one's also like, the super hard version. That version of the game is significantly harder than, than this version of the game. By a long shot. Oh yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Master Duel. Yeah, I managed to, I managed to build a Fiendsmith and Labyrinth deck. Yeah, and I'm gonna add Unchained later. Once and I'll have to, learn how to actually play the game. Yeah. But nice, we can beat these guys, pretty easily. We're not gonna use Darkness. Alright, good thing. Alright, now. Yeah, I also got a whole bunch of Eldritch cards. Alright, now, aside from that one Fusion Trap, which, I'm not seeing many of the deck lists. I'm probably not gonna bother with that one. Probably not gonna bother with that. Flustered enemy, what the? I'm not sure what flustering enemy does, but I'm sure it's powerful. Oh well, having fire is, pretty nice. Alright, having fire is pretty nice. Yeah. Oh no, this guy. Gotta be careful, this guy is pretty strong. Try Blizzara. Use Cure. We'll have to use Cure because he'll hit us for rather big damage. Now hopefully Blizzara works. Good thing we have access to, you know, pretty strong spells. Alright, now we'll have to babysit for a little bit though. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to grind a little bit because, you know, I do want to have an easy time against, you know, the First Element's Archfiend. Alright, it's Cardinal or whatever his name is. You know, the undead one. Oh, wow, then I guess the Deathbreaker took him out in one hit. Nice. Grind is fine? Okay. Alright, now, yeah, I've actually just, I, you know, came up with you. Uh-oh, back attack, no! This is not fair! No! I'm screwed! Oh no, I'm dead. Alright, I am so dead if they use, alright, please don't use hold on you. Please do not use hold on Cecil. Please don't use hold on Cecil, please! Cecil, hurry up! Hurry up, Cecil! Come on, use the darkness! Now, I am absolutely gonna get boned if, you know, they use, you know, hold on, you know, Cecil. Because, you know, magic does absolutely nothing, you know, mini-mages. To take you out. Magic, let's use this, and let's use... Alright, let's see if... Whoop. Need to be really careful here. I'm not... yeah, by the way, I'm not cute now. You're the ones who are cute, okay? Alright now, you're the ones who are cute, okay? I am 100% not cute. Me being cute is 100%, you know, misinformation and fake news. Alright, so what does Bluff do? Magic increase, nice! Oh wait, alright, magic increase, ooh, that's actually really spicy. Hey look, I learned Kira! Nice! Nice, I learned Kira. Alright, Kira's a very good spell. I mean, alright now. Nice, I learned Kira. Alright, yeah, whatever you do, don't trust this suspicious lady here. Hey, watch this. Alright, isn't this a nice striptease? And Cecil is having a very naughty fantasy. Cecil's having a very naughty fantasy. You can tell by all the pink. Alright now. Alright, let's get... Alright now. Oh no, hopefully we didn't get bugged. Yeah, I got to... Alright now. Oh no. I got turned... Alright, no. What had happened to me? No, we got turned into pigs! 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 Ah, yeah, we kind of deserve that, don't we? Alright, yeah, I know. We kind of deserve that. Alright, it's pretty funny, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Alright, Cecil, you're a dirty man, so you get to become a piggy. Hopefully we didn't get robbed. Hopefully Cecil also didn't get robbed after that. Alright, now, hopefully we still... Alright. It is pretty funny, though. Alright, now. I mean the monk, you know, pretending, the monk, you know, that was dressed in drag was pretty funny. You know, I think that was, you know, even funnier. Alright, we better do twin cast. Alright, now. Hurry up. Oh, no. Alright, please don't cast hold on. Alright, now. Alright, use the darkness. Use the powers of darkness. Yeah, we have to use darkness on the mini-mages, otherwise they'll, you know, really, they are gonna 100% kill me. Because they take, you know, bugger all from any magic attacks. Alright, I will take that out with Cecil, and then use... I don't think I need to use too much magic on this. Oh, yeah. Scared, you know, just restore that. Alright. I'll restore from using darkness. Alright, so technically speaking, you know, we're alright now. Alright now. Yep, alright now. I miss Radion Yang. I miss Radion Yang, they were cool. I miss Radion Yang. Of course, Radio's gonna rejoin a little bit later, and so will Yang. Edward, I don't know. Alright, let's try flustering the enemy. Whatever flustering the enemy does. Right now, burn him up. Yeah, alright now. Alright now. Alright now. I have to learn how to act. Alright now. I did do the Eldritch storyline, so I know a little bit of how to play it. It's just that, you know, how well I know how to play it is, you know, debatable. Are we able to kill these guys with just regular fire? No, I guess not. Alright, we just hit him with the heal staff. Come on, alright, yeah. Oh, we learned. Oh, Palom learned stop. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And they level up again. We want them to be nice and strong for when we take on. Oh no, this. Oh no, we got ambushed! That's not good! Uh oh. Oh, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Alright, I think we might be in trouble. Come on, Deathbringer, instant death, please! Okay, white magic, use Kira on you, everybody. Alright, now hit him with Blizzard. Not really sure what the giant bird is weak to, but you know, I think ice might work because it has wings, and you know, wings get, you know, are easy to freeze. You know, I have to worry about that sometimes when I'm up against, you know, the Snow Queen. You know, in my own lore. You know, where I'm a superhero. Or, you know, in devices. By the way, by the way, I still need to write more, you know, in the body. Alright, let's go! Alright, let's just cast fire. Wait, we want to cast care on ourselves. And cast care on ourselves, you know, help Palom and Porum, you know, stay alive. Alright, now these goblins shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, burn them up. Burn up, hold up. And we're out of MP, and we're out of MP again, and we're out of MP, and we won't be able to do the big magic. Luckily, it's okay. We can, alright now, it should be fine. I will say getting turned right now. Yeah. Alright now. Perhaps I too should, you know, learn the art of seduction so I can, you know, and you know, learn how to, you know, turn people into pigs. It might be a useful, you know, funny tech that I could use. You know, it could be a, you know, funny tech that, you know, anybody could use. And I'm also trying to figure out the best text to, you know, use with Skull Servant. Alright now. Alright now, one thing I was kind of trying to get. Alright now. Alright now, magic increase. Alright now. Alright, one thing I was, you know, very much considering was, you know, using Dark World dealings and, you know, hand destruction. I mean, it's so card destruction, you know. And I wish card destruction was a 3. But, you know, I completely understand why it's not. Yeah, card destruction is very funny if you can use it with Troll and Lockbird. But, you know, it might be a little bit too fun. Unfortunately, that's a little bit too much fun. Yeah, alright now. I wish card destruction was at 3, but we have it at 1 in Master Duel. Yeah, Master Duel is pretty much the only way I can actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! With other people. Not very well, mind you. Not very well, mind you. I'm kind of still learning the game. I know. One thing I found is, you gotta be careful about overextending. You also have to be really careful about when you negate stuff. Alright now. Alright now. Alright now. And it seems like, whenever people go first in Yu-Gi-Oh! They basically get a huge lead. Now, then again, there are a whole bunch of, good, going second cards. Maybe I should consider running some of them. Wait, one good running second card, going second card in, Skull Servant would be, like, Forbidden Droplet, yeah. Oh, Forbidden Droplet, yeah. Right now, will Fire Rod be able to kill these guys? Alright, I'm gonna try to fluster the enemy. Whatever that actually does. Okay, Forbidden Droplet would be a good way to, not only break the opponent's board, but, also be able to, discard some Skull Servants. If I'm gonna, leave the Eldritch build, it might, help out to discard, some of the Eldritch cards. Yeah, also, somebody, was on, Twitter was nice enough to show me, a little combo with, Delta of Invitation, and Wandering Titan of Tartarus, as well as, with Eldritch, as well as with Eldritch the Golden Lord. Alright, now. Although, one deck, I should probably consider, investing into. I kind of want to, get Sky Striker. Sky Striker, seems like it's pretty fun. I mean, Sky Striker is basically a magical girl deck, and it's basically a magical girl deck, right? It's basically a magical girl deck. Yeah, and thanks to that one card, linkage. Basically, is a magical girl powering up, to different, it's basically a mecha magical girl powering up to new forms, and, I'm delivering a beatdown. With all their various, superpowered forms. Oh no, we got an Ambush Putazoo, now it's gonna attack twice. And of course, Param and Pelham, don't like that. Because they're a bit squishy. Oh. Never mind, we got the Deathbringer, one-hit KO. Nice. Now, Pelham's a little low on MP. And I feel like that's gonna be a concerning thing with him. At least until we can get him some nice levels where he can, be consistently do, his level 2 magics. I mean, that's kind of why I think use Bio as Rydia either. Because Bio is really expensive, but, really, really powerful when you get it, when you have it. Fortunately, it's a little expensive, yeah. Yeah, but Bio is, very good, yeah. Wait, does Bio inflict sap in this game? Oh no, there are going to be enemies that inflict sap in this game. I remember that being really toxic in, the Final Fantasy V. Oh shit, this is not good. Oh shit, this is not good. No, let's... Yeah, I should just go for Twin Cast on these guys. Alright, let's use the Darkness. Alright, go Blizzara. I think flying enemies are weak to that. Oh no. Oops, I attacked like a fool. Oh well. Alright, what do we get? Wait, is that Cockatrice? Yo, we got Cockatrice! We got Cockatrice! Yo, we got Cockatrice! Yo, you see that? We got Cockatrice! Yo, if we get Rydia back, we can teach her Cockatrice! We can teach her Cockatrice! We can teach her Cockatrice! Alright, might as well Twin Cast. Yo, we can teach Rydia how to use Cockatrice! Although I think we're gonna get her a little bit... Although when she comes back in our party, I think she's gonna be a little beyond Cockatrice, but It's really good. It's really, 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 really super duper duper lucky, yeah. That we got that, yeah. That's like a really rare item. Yo, I've never gotten that. Yeah, the drop rate on that is like insanely low. That's like insane. Alright now, hurry up with the twin cast so they don't turn us to stone. Please don't start pecking me. Please don't peck me to death. Alright now, hurry up with the twin cast. Alright now. Go, Deathbringer, go! Alright now, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little hyped up, aren't I? I apologize, sometimes I get a little hyper. Alright now, I'm sorry. Although, you know, some people seem to like that from streamers for some reason. Alright, come on, alright now. By the way, goblins and Domify are not the same thing, okay? You know, Domify are more like, but did we just use Comet? Yo, using Comet is freaking insane, man. Using Comet for free is basically, is really insane. No, Comet is really cool. Alright, now let's use, alright now. I need to watch my HP. Alright, I'll try Thunder. I think that, you know, works against birds. Then again, I said the same thing. Alright, now. Oh, wow, it did a lot of damage. Okay, Thunder is, you know, apparently the way to go. Nice. Alright, yeah. Man, Eldritch the Golden Lord. Alright. I will say that Eldritch the Golden Lord does look like a JoJo stand, you know, not gonna lie. Then again, I did say the same thing. Then again, I say the same thing about Avatar of the Pot. Then again, I do say the same thing about Avatar of the Pot. Can we beat them with fire? Alright, kill them with fire! Oh, that didn't do enough. I don't know how. Alright, now. One Cecil. Yeah, Eldritch the Golden Lord does look like a JoJo stand, not gonna lie. Yeah, honestly, I think, you know, Avatar of the Pot looks a little like one of the Pillar Men. In fact, you know what Avatar of the Pot reminds me of? It reminds me, you know, there's this trend in, you know, American comic books where, you know, there's like a trend of villains that, you know, just are, you know, guys, but they're just, you know, people with random objects on their head. Alright, now. I mean, I remember Marvel had this one, you know, villain that, you know, has an 8-ball in their head. And I'm pretty sure, you know, DC has, didn't it have a dude with a camera on on their head? And then they made that guy into, like, a creepy stalker, didn't they? Ugh. Mr. Camera. Yeah, I think alright, now, and that, oh yeah, and there was also the Tick. Oh wait, yeah, and the Tick, you know, had Chairface Chippendale. And Chairface Chippendale was, you know, probably, you know, the thing that, you know, would be, like, a main nemesis for Tick. Yeah, he's literally a dude with a chair on it for a head. Yeah, they never explain anything on Tick. Yeah, don't ask what anybody's origins or why anything is anything in Tick. It's basically a parody of superheroes, basically. Yeah, do I think, you know, the Amazon, although I think, you know, the live-action series should have gone on for much longer. Right now, let's see, Black Magic, let's go Thunder. Might as well try. Oh, never mind, we got the instant death. Right, Deathbringer is, you know, a very cool sword. Yeah, it's a shame that Dark Knights, you know, alright now. It's a shame that Dark Knights, you know, start losing their sanity due to their powers, basically. Although that kind of reminds me, wasn't that also a thing in, you know, another Final Fantasy with a very different skill set? I remember somebody told me about that, but I'm not sure which game it was or what they were talking about. I think it was like some form of, you know, beast. Some form. I think they said it was like blue magic, maybe. I'm not really sure. You know, Indamati can. I was once considering, you know, having Indamati use blue magic, you know, due to the blue moon. Alright, now. Oh, yeah, now it's about to start, so I'm just gonna warn you about that. Alright, now, let's try Thunder. Alright, now, hurry up with the Thunder. Thundera. Alright, now, Alright, now. You know, I was considering an idea of, you know, having a mage, you know, get kicked out of the hero's party for, like, you know, like a low-tier, you know, isekai story. You know, because you know, they kind of ran it, because you know, the party, you know, but, you know, they needed, you know, big physical damage dealers, and, you know, she was and they were constantly running out of MP. And they didn't want to babysit that. And that's just one idea I was considering for, like, a story. Now, of course, alright, now. Of course, one thing I like to do is try to connect stuff like that to Indamati, but, you know, I don't know if I can just, you know, realistically. I think I might use Darkness. Alright, now, whoop. We might as well go Twin Cast as well. Alright, Twin Cast will probably take care of the things that Darkness doesn't kill. Alright, Pyro. That takes care of all that. Now. Oh, well, at least the zoo is, you know, doing a lot less damage now. At least the zoo is doing a lot less damage, so we should be fine. Yeah, so I'm doing a lot less damage to Palom and Porum. At least, I still feel they're a little under-leveled. Palom is... Alright, now. And I do like them, they're both, you know, really cute. Try Fyra. Big Magic, we should probably, whoop. Cast Fear on the enemy. That's not good. We're doing a little damage, but that's okay. I'll heal all that. Let's go Fyra. I'm gonna use Darkness. No. No Cecil kill. Alright, oof. Okay, it's okay. Oh wow. Right now, I guess I rolled high on that. Alright, now, what I remember in RPGs is sometimes, you know, characters will get the low roll or the high roll in their damage. So, that's kind of why, you know, sometimes Pokemon can be, you know, that's why sometimes in competitive Pokemon it can be a little unpredictable. Because those kind of things will indeed happen to you. But I try to remember, you know, when Pokemon Showdown Salt was, you know, a big thing, you know, I saw somebody complaining about that. And I kind of learned that was indeed a thing that was in Pokemon. Of course, you know, I found out later that, you know, most of the Showdown Salt videos were actually completely fake. Yeah, it turned out quite a few popular channels that were doing that were, you know, were basically, you know, faking it. Yeah, there weren't actually that many, you know, toxic players on there. I mean, I'm sure there are, you know, toxic players on there, but, you know, not that many. Not unless you're, like, really unlucky. Yeah, and sometimes, unfortunately, toxic players, you know, do like to, you know, run meta. You know, alright, yeah. So they're probably, you know, gonna spam, you know, overpowered legendaries, of course. But, you know, legendaries are very good for quite a few reasons. Okay, I might as well Twin Cast. Oh, never mind. I guess we don't need to do cast then. Twin Cast. Never mind, the Deathbringer took him down. Never mind. Well, I guess never mind on that. Alright, we got Gallows. Alright, can we kill them with, Alright, I'll try Thunder. Maybe I should just go darkness. Try. Maybe flustering the enemy will work. Just remember to heal after using darkness. Because it does cost HP to use. You gotta understand, Cecil's a Dark Knight. And Dark Knights, you know, and yeah, but you know, it seems alright now. I will say the best Dark Knight that I ever seen was, you know, the best Dark Knight character I've ever seen was definitely in, what was it? Oh yeah, Bravely Default 1. No, I'm not a cutie now. As I know, completely false information. I am not cute in any way, shape. As you know, just false information. There. Yeah, use the blizzard. And I'll take care of all of them. Alright, now. Oh, we got Goblin! Yeah, but I already, you know, talked already how to use Goblin. Yeah, but I have like 2 more of those. You know, including the one I just picked up, obviously. Alright, now. How do we get... Alright, now. I guess I'll twin cast, I guess. Oh, they used Comet! Yo, Comet is kind of cracked, not gonna lie. Oh, whoa, Berserk! Alright, Berserk could be potentially spicy, you know? Alright, sadly, you know, Paladin poor. Alright, now. So, I remember in this game, you know, you basically get a rotating cast of heroes. And you don't get to keep most of them. No, kind of a... Alright, now. Alright, now. Alright, now, yeah. Actually, there could be actually, you know, that could have, you know, good... That actually could be a good way to, you know, make an RPG. That could be a good way to, you know, make a, you know, modern RPG. Right now. Granted, you know, granted, I don't think we should pull the same thing that, you know, I don't think we should pull the same thing that, you know, tells us Asteria did. You know, because the princess character was definitely, you know, because the princess in that game was definitely way better than the other one that, you know, came to replace her. Yeah. Yeah, let's just say that, you know, that was the result of, you know, somebody simping. And the reason we had that character is because somebody was simping. Yeah, somebody simping is also the reason why we had, you know, three Final Fantasy 13 games. Alright, now. But again, I remember somebody saying that, you know, back in the day. I mean, Alicia, you know, was definitely the better character in, you know, Zestiria, not gonna lie. Alright, yeah. Not even gonna lie, at least. I might as well go twin cast. because magic is kinda useless. Kinda not great unless you're running low on HP. Oh, it has an amazing support skill. I wouldn't say, you know, white magic is useless, it's just that, you know, it's more support-based. Alright, now. And, you know, support-based skills are, you know, very good, but, you know, sometimes you do need, like, alright, sometimes, though, you need to, you know, deal damage. And, alright, now. Oh, we got it with the Deathbringer. Nice. Then again, you know, that kind of reminds me of, you know, all the isekais, you know, low-tier fantasies I watch, you know, where people say that, you know, the support characters are useless. Yeah, when they're the ones that literally do everything. Or they're the ones that literally handle all the spell stuff that, you know, all the party leaders and all them, you know, are you know, not willing to do it themselves. You know, all the small stuff like logistics and, you know, gathering supplies and all that. And yet, you know, something, you know, or something as basic as looking for traps, or, you know, healing the party, or, you know, support buffs that, you know, actually are really strong. Yeah. Yeah. Also, that kind of reminds me, that one anime about that healer that one healer Zelos. What was his name? Was like Zelos or something. Yeah. Yeah, you had like really powerful. You had like really powerful healing spells that were like better than the first healing actually elite healing mages in that anime. All right now. Yeah, his party members were complete idiots. Yeah. Yeah, you don't mistreat healers now. Remember, healers decide who lives and dies. Remember, healers can be sadistic and oh no. Whoops, we got back attacked. Yeah, healers decide who lives and who dies. Everybody knows that. But now, that's why Indivine specializes. That's why one of Indivine's specialties is white magic. I'm also very good at illusion magic. Yeah. Yeah, Fey Ancestry helps me do a lot of illusion magic. Yeah. I use it often. I use it often in the story, but I think I might have made it a little too strong. I need to start. Yeah, but to be fair, the enemies are meant to, develop, resistances and, ways to, kind of counter that later on, and, later encounters with her. Yeah, and, when they first meet her, it's meant to, be kind of, a surprise, Alright, now. And obviously, you're supposed, yeah, great heroes and great villains do get, surprised by each other's abilities, all the time, in superhero comics, right? Alright, now. Alright, Pyro, go! Burn him up! Yeah, there we go. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Right, Twin Cast might be a way to, deal, significant damage. Might be a good way to, use them. Right now, it doesn't seem like it's like, doesn't seem like it's like the 3DS version at all, where, if they get interrupted, if they get a... Wait, I think I might be remembering it wrong. Yeah, it's just that, Oh, we got Bio, nice. Oh, we got Bio and Teleport? Nice. Right, Bio's a very strong, very strong black magic. Unfortunately, it's a little bit pricey. Right now. Right, one card that we really... Well, alright, now, alright, now, I gotta be honest, I'm waiting for the pumpkin stuff to come out in Master Duel. Yeah. I mean, alright, now. I mean, I do have some of the, ultra rares, but, Ineocraft. I was thinking of maybe breaking those down, to get, the Silhouette Rabbit. Yeah, but I may not do that. Yeah, but, I'm not sure if I should really do that. Don't want to get... Alright, now. Not sure if I really want to do that, Ineocraft are actually, not too bad as long as you're competent with them. It's just that I don't have the, ultra rare spell, I don't have any of the ultra rare spells for it, Yeah, I was trying to, pull their pack, try to get some of the Archfiends. Yeah, I got most of them. Did get most of them, but not all of them quite. We better use Darkness. Hopefully we don't get hit with Hold. Getting hit with Hold's gonna suck. I use Darkness. That'll take care of the mini mages. Thankfully, we're much stronger than this time. Then we got a Golden Needle, which cures Petrification, which is one of the more dangerous elements in the... Yeah, Petrification is very dangerous. Yeah, oh yeah, speaking of Petrification, that reminds me of, which Dragon Quest was that? That Dragon Quest 5? Yeah, where the hero and his wife got petrified, and he spent like years, being a statue and turned to gold. I mean, turned to stone. And, his wife was, taken in by, a very creepy dude who, loves statues a little too much. Yeah, that kind of reminds me, that, there is a fetish for, turning women into statues and, Alright, now. Yeah, I've even seen some particular stuff of, of, Rosa being turned to stone. Yeah. I know, I know. Alright, go, darkness, go! Alright, now. Alright, whoa. Alright, I'd say we're getting close. I'm saying we're ready. These guys will be a little bit tough. Alright, now we're gonna go Twin Cast. I think I might as well go Twin Cast. Yeah, I could use Darkness. Alright, now maybe I could use Darkness. I don't know. Yeah, but it's kind of hilarious to drop, to just drop comment. Although, funny enough, you can, get Twin Cast on your other characters. If you level up these two, if you give skills to these two, and the 3DS version. Fortunately, it's not a very good skill with really anybody with these two. Yeah, since you have to since these two basically have have the same agility as each other. You kind of have to, use it at the same time, otherwise it's useless. Oh yeah, I also remember how to get darkness from Cecil, in that game. I remember how to get darkness for Cecil. Yeah, you basically have to get it from, a steal from Odin. Wait, it was Odin, right? Oh yeah, that reminds me, in Final Fantasy V, you know that Odin is, really weak to Petrify? Alright, now. Yeah, Final Fantasy V is full of, silly text like that, yeah. It's possible, to beat, it's possible to, really beat Atmos down. Wait, I remember you kind of, restored all of my MP. Oh. No, Chocobos in the air. Oh, Chocobos in the air. That's basically some of the fat Chocobo. I need to sell all the stuff that, I don't need. Cast. Alright, now hopefully we don't die. Hopefully we don't die to, cheap, petrification from Cockatrices. Hey, Pathogen. Hey, Pathogen, have a blessed lurk on the dark side of man. Nice. Right, now, where's that mountain? Looking for the mountain, so we're looking for the mountain right. Oh well, since I have a way to, restore all of my MP and, I have a, white mage with me, I think it's safe to, try and go away from the town. Right now. Now, and Twin Cast is gonna... Alright, now. And I wish Twin Cast was consistent, 3DS, in 3DS version. And again, I wish 3DS version was, was a little bit easier. Because the 3DS version is kind of a little rough, not gonna lie. Oh, now Blood Bones. Those sound, pretty tough. And we have Undead. Alright, now, and we have Undead, which are pretty strong. Hopefully Pyro can kill them. There we go, we can kill them. Nice. How do we get past fire? Oh, what are you waiting for? You gotta keep your hat on. Blizzard. We had to, have these guys, get rid of that fire. Looks like we had to have Rydia use fire earlier. Elder told us not to submit to arrogance. Please forgive his antics. These two were very funny. Meanwhile... Oh no, they got Rosa tied up! No! I don't like that. Scarmicle, come forth, Scarmicle! Alright now. Oh no, it's a cultist! Scarmic, Lord of the Earth, got your command. Cecil aspires too much. He ascends to Mount Ordeals as we speak. Gomez, how do you know that? Wait, Gomez, how do you even know that? I shall clip his wings now. And so he desires to become a paladin. Dispose of him, his dark sword shall be all but useless against your undead. Oh no. No, not Golbat, Golbez. Golbez, not Golbat. No. I know I have an American accent, you know, it's not that bad. It can't be that bad, right? Can it? Oh, you're being a troll. 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 Troll. Alright, now. Oh no, the undead. Alright, now, killing the undead. Wait, alright, now. Yeah, the Dark Sword, you know, alright, darkness obviously doesn't work on undead. Alright, Pyro, burn him up. Do you have a source, any Chan? My sources said I made it the fuck up! Alright, now. Don't you know, much like, you know, in the money's lore, you know, the person behind the screen, you know, makes it all up. You know, yeah, right now. The person behind the screen, you know, literally makes the lore. And I literally make the rules. And I and Emadi literally make the rules. And rules are whatever I feel like, you know, every other Tuesday. Whoa, we got 100,000 guild, nice! Nice, we got 100,000 guild. Oh, Tella's here! Tella, what are you doing here? What are you doing here, Cecil? What brings you here? Wait, you seek Meteor as well. What the fuck is Meteor? What the heck is Meteor? Meteor? If you know about Meteor, that tells me you're telling, hey old man, am I right? But you already know Meteor. Don't be rude, you stand before the great sage himself. It's sorry to meet you. We came here from Missy on orders of our elder. Yeah, we're spying on... I mean, oh no. Excuse me, am I saying words, guys, Sir Cecil? My name is Forum, and I'm Paladin Mister's most exalted mage. I heard all about you. Ah, you kids from Missia. But where's Rydia and Edward? They were attacked by Leviathan on our way to Baron, and, what, they aren't dead, are they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're both dead. I can't say for sure, but I fear the worst on top of that Golbez has captured Rosa. No, I'm still mad about, you know, Rosa being captured, no. I bet you that's his girlfriend. Yeah, that is his girlfriend. Oh, no. I cannot defeat Golbez with the Dark Sword, and I have longed to renounce this hateful thing. Who's Golbez? Do you know anything? He's the one controlling Baron. He's an ordinary man, but powerful sorceresses who evil grows by the second. The Cecil, are you ready to become a paladin? And at the top of the mountain holds it. Alright, now. You shall accompany us. Oh, tell us you're not going to accompany us. Nice. Yeah, my stats get worse as I get a level up. Oh no. My stats get worse as I level up. Let's get worse as I level up. And it's because he's getting older. Because he's getting old and forgetful. It's because he's getting old. Yeah, he's like actually aging as he levels up. Oh wow, that is a bunch of undead. That is a whole lot of undead. Alright, let's try using recall. Alright, hopefully it works. Come on, Tella, recall! Thunder! Okay. Alright, that did basically nothing. Ow! Alright, use Pyro! Nice, we beat him. Alright, I think, Pablo and Porm are a little bit more reliable. Nice, an ether. Hopefully I can find... Alright, oh wow, that was a lot of undead. That is a whole ton of undead. And Tella kinda sucks. Alright now. And Tella kinda sucks. Oh, you recall Thunder. Nice. Alright, Comet, there we go. That should take care of all of them. Alright, we're gonna be relying on the twins and their power. And I feel like we're probably gonna have to rely on the twins a lot. Oh, nice, another E. Stop that. Stop what? Uh-oh. I know, we're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to fight. I think I should save here. Let's get birds. And we should heal ourselves, yeah. Yeah, we should heal ourselves up, yeah. We're gonna be having a little bit of... Alright, now, we're not gonna have to fight, the undead guy right away. Alright, I said stop it. That's not me. Oh, he's gonna appear behind us. Alright, I just remembered. He's gonna appear right behind us, isn't he? I remember he's gonna appear right behind us and, ambush us from behind. Yeah, he's gonna appear behind us and ambush us from behind, isn't he? No. But... President, I will enjoy all of you. There. And he's gonna attack from behind. Yes. Fire. Another drain. Another stealing his HP. They counter magic by stealing HP, don't they? That's not good. Hurry up. Hurry up with that pyro. That takes care of his undead servants. Yep. Hurry up with that twin cast. Hero right now. Or use the test. Light potion. Or heals. Or heal. What's happening to me? I think he's falling apart. Alright, we beat him. Nice. Uh-oh. He's not dead. Full of my true strength lies in death. Join me in hell. Now he's gonna attack us from behind. Now he's gonna back attack us. Alright, this is my true form. Behold my true form in despair! Alright now, hopefully. Alright now. Now let's try recall. Oh no, not alright, he tried Toad. Oh no, we're toxic! Oh no, we got toxified! Then deep and Waka's undead. Curse delegate. Got slowed. Oh wait, we beat him? Alright, I guess that. Alright, that wasn't so hard. Alright, he poisoned and slowed me though. Nice, level up. Nice, level up. How could I possibly lose? Ah! Alright, he's dead. Alright now. Right now, Porum, Uni, cast Asuna on one of them. Alright now. My son, who are you? Wait, what's going on? Where the heck are we? Okay, if I waited you, much sorrow have I endured. I shall now entrust you with my strength. In doing so, my pain will only grow, but there is no other way. What is this? He's gonna have to fight himself, right? Remember that in the DS version. Break the past and overcome the darkness, only then will you receive order. You must defeat the dark knight within you. There's two of them now. You know, alright now, hey. Stay back, this is my battle line when I must face alone for my wrongs. Darkness. You know, alright now. I remember what to do in this fight, I'm not supposed to attack. Basically not supposed to attack. Supposed to basically let him run. Alright now. Supposed to let him run out of HP. Supposed to let him run out of HP for, you know, using Dark. I mean, Darkness. There's more at stake than justice or truth. One day you will see. Now go seek what you must. You have done well. Now my spirit will become light, and the light shall be your strength. With it, you can stop Gilbez. Farewell, my son. No, don't go. And now we become a paladin. Now we become a paladin, which is, you know, super cool. Diesel has become a paladin. Nice. The redemption arc is really nice. I like it. Yeah, good thing I remember what to do in, you know, the yes version. You're not supposed to attack during that fight. You're supposed to, cure yourself. Alright, you must be calm enough. Really, I can't explain it, but I feel so familiar in that voice. Oh my. Master, tell my spells. I remembered him now. Tell him remembered all his spells! Wait, what? Meteor? The light, somehow it broke upon... Somehow it broke the seal upon Meteor. Tella learned Meteor! Yo, Tella knows Meteor. That's like one of the best spells in the entire game. Surely he'll be able to, cast that consistently, right? I'm ready to face Gilba as I am Doom itself. Come, Cecil. Alright, Cecil to Baron. Yes, the Baron. Wait, what? Why did they call me son? Yeah, there might be some... Alright, now it might be, Cecil's mom. His mom, might, be an alien from the moon or something. I don't know. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure that's actually what it is. Yo! Word of Legend. Light Shield. Armor. Light Helm. Right, now we are a super duper awesome, holy paladin of justice and truth. Oh, what is that? That's not Lilith. Lilith? But no, we don't like Lilith. Get out of here, Lilith. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's not good. Alright, what'd she do to him? We're not confused, are we? Okay, good. Wait, Cecil starts back at level 1? No, Cecil starts back at level 1, doesn't he? Oh, no. Cecil starts back at level 1! What? No! No, that's not good. That's good. Alright, now. Whoa, boy. Alright, Stella, time to show how cracked you are. Oh. Oh, and I forgot to get out. Everybody. Alright, now show everyone how cracked you are. Alright, I forgot to, put them back in the back. Alright, now. Are you all the way back from... Alright, back to level 1? Yeah, I suppose he did get a class change, so... Alright now. Alright, Paladin... Alright now, Paladin's gonna be a super duper consistent class that's, really consistent, yeah? Alright, as well use... let's use cast. Now, I can... Now, hopefully... Alright, now. Here. Now, fire. Alright, well, hopefully that'll take care of all the zombies. Or at least most of them. And I can't believe... That's the start of level 1. Oh, excuse me. Well, I better save. Alright, that makes all the grinding, That kind of makes all the grinding, that happened before, kind of worthless. Oh, right, this holy sword, smites, the undead, easily. Please use fire. Yeah. But they're out of sync. How'd they fall out of sync? Oh, they need to be perfectly... Enemy in sync. And yeah, Peloton does have cover, doesn't it? Oh no, he doesn't have the MP. Everyone's, you know, a bit hurt from that. A bit hurt from that. That's probably alright. Here's a 10th rope. I'll restore most of our stats. And it restored basically everything. It restored basically everything. Back in town. Oh no, Lilith. You still have to sink. No. Not good. And Slap is very dangerous. Has to be quick. Well, basically has to be hit with magic. And Lilith basically has to be hit with magic. Gotta keep that in mind. Luckily, she's like super weak to fire. She's like super weak to fire, so it shouldn't take too long. He will be able to undead. On everybody. Fire up. Luckily, it turns out the weakness of Lamya's is fire, apparently. You know, I think a demon would be you'd think a demon would be resistant to fire, but you know, not. You'd think a snake lady would be weak to ice or something, but you know, I guess not. Alright, spirits and souls. Try Blizzara. Let's try Blizzara. Alright, the Sword of Legend does do very nice damage, though. Fine. Very effective. Oh no, it's not about the storm, is it? I better get out of this mountain quickly. Alright, better hurry up. Ira. Here. Hurry up, hurry up. Get some healing. Fire. Alright, it looks like I have to cut things short. Unfortunately, I have to cut things short, so... I really do want to keep going, but it looks like it's gonna storm soon. I don't want the power to cut out. I don't want the power to cut out, so I'm gonna have to cut it short here. Alright, now let's go look for somebody to raid. Alright, and I will try to learn, how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! On an actual good level, hopefully. Seems like everybody's way better than I am at it. Alright, coincidentally, let's raid... Oops. Raid Ryu Huna _ Let's go raid them, yeah. We haven't done that in a while. Ow. Alright, please join in the raid if you really feel like it. You really don't have to, though, but, I would appreciate it, I would I'm sure, Riona would. Right now. Remember, today's raid message is Moonfat Raid. Alright, goodbye. And remember to fly like Pat and shine like the moon, and don't forget to like and subscribe and give me your name. You can trust me, I'm a fairy. You can trust me with your name, yeah. Goodbye.